Hey guys, it's Tasha from the Bookish Gal, and today I'm going to be doing a review of The Jewel by Amy Ewing. I borrowed the book from the library, which is why I don't have a physical copy, but I kind of really want to get one. It was an amazing book. So The Jewel by Amy Ewing. It is a dystopian, and it is about a girl who is poor. The poor people in this dystopian, the girls, if they have this certain genetic quality about them, it might actually be all the females in this poor region. I don't know. But a lot of them, they are bought as surrogates by the rich people who live in the center of this city, and it's called the Jewel. And the rich people of the Jewel, the royalty, they go ahead and buy these poor young girls, and they are to be made as surrogates to the rich people because they physically cannot have children for whatever genetic reason that's going on. Can we just talk about that for a second? Is that not interesting as shit? I love dystopians. Dystopians are so entertaining to me. They really keep my attention. I love how fast-paced dystopians are, and this was exactly the same. Amy Ewing did a wonderful job of world building. I love the world of the Jewel. There's royalty, like I said, and so they're so lavish and they live in such luxury. Our main character, it was so heartbreaking to see the contrast of where she would live or where she used to live and to where the people of the Jewel live, just to see the different social castes. It was very sad, and oh my gosh, like the idea of forced surrogacy, like that's just so heartbreaking to me. It's so morbid also in a way. It was very sad, and they treat, I was thinking, you know, maybe if you're forcing someone to be your surrogate, if that's how society goes, okay, but maybe you would treat them with some respect. I mean, they are holding your future child. Many of the royals, though, they don't treat their surrogates with respect. They treat them like slaves. They're auctioned off. Their lives have no value besides being a shell for the royals. It's very heartbreaking. What I really liked about this book, besides it having the whole surrogacy issue, there's a whole underlayer involving the politics of the royals, which I thought was very interesting. It really captivated my attention, how the royals would vie for certain things. There was so much backstabbing and gossip, and it was very good. I really liked it. I didn't expect that whole political layer, and I really liked it. Now, I know there's a whole issue about insta-love. I admit that I was really wary about reading this book because I hate insta-love, and I know a lot of people like this book, but they really dock its stars because of the insta-love situation. And so yes, there is insta-love. It's pretty bad, but I can understand it because of a point that my friend on BookTube made. Her name is TheFictionFairy. I'll link her below just because she's so awesome. But she made a really good point about the insta-love in this book. So when you become a surrogate, you are taken from your family and you can't really see them ever again. You are held in this place where they train you to be a surrogate for a certain number of years. And so our main character was in this facility for surrogates for 4 years. There are no boys there besides adult male doctors. And so when she has that insta-love for this guy that has shown her attention, that is kind to her, that is good looking, it's kind of understandable because she hasn't seen a boy in real life or interacted with a boy for 4 years. I think, honestly, I would catch feelings for a boy that was good looking and that was nice to me if I haven't seen a boy in 4 years, let's be honest. So yeah, once I thought about the insta-love from that perspective and understanding the situation, it really wasn't a problem for me, and I just loved the book so much more. This part that I'm about to mention, it's not in the synopsis, but it's in like the first couple pages, so it's not a spoiler at all. But there is a whole other layer about genetics and kind of genetic abilities, I guess you would call them superpowers, that I totally wasn't expecting because, again, it's not in the synopsis, and it is really interesting. How that ties into surrogacy and the royals not being able to have kids. So that was a nice side note that I wasn't really expecting. I do wish that the book talked more about the backstory of the genetics and kind of why the royals can't have kids. They didn't explain that too much. It's just really thrown to genetics, but I would have liked to know the history and when that all started. Maybe it will be explained in the future books because I think this is a trilogy. If not, it's a duology. But yeah, I love this book. It was so good, and I can't wait for the next one. But I don't even know when it's going to be published. Sometime in 2015. But there's no month set, so nah. But yeah, this was fabulous. I loved it. I highly suggest you guys go ahead and read it if you love dystopians. And yeah, again, about the insta-love, try and think about it from that perspective, and maybe it won't bother you as much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you read this book, definitely let me know your thoughts below in the comments. I would love to have a discussion like, I read this book in 2 days. I loved it. So yeah, thanks guys, and I will see y'all later. Bye!